What's up everybody, Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're going to be taking a look at support Dekker. Like most of my supports, I build pretty tank heavy, as well as having a few quality of life cards. Let's start out with Centurion, a Mender's Vial, a Shepherd's Vial, and a Healing Token. Now that we've got the consumables out of the way, let's get into the meat of this deck. First, you want to pick up a Circlet of Health with 3 basic manas in it. This will just help with that early game sustain. Then follow this up with a Lord's Ward. Now I have a 10-point Lord's Ward. Then follow up with a 7-point Quenching Scales and a 13-point Arrg The Pirate. Now the 3 extra points on Arrg The Pirate is to make up for that 7-point Quenching Scales. Then follow up with a 10-point Chronomancer's Disc, all with mana regen. Next you'll go into your armor. You can start with Tune Barrier or Tempered Plate. They're both built the same with 4 points in either Garter Barrier and 3 points in Divine Health. I also have an Amulet of the Veteran with 3 points in health. This is just for a little extra if you have some extra card points, and a Purity Sensor. Make that Purity Sensor a 10-point card and you can change it out for any of your in-game cards, just in case you have an Aurora. Alright, let's get into some gameplay. Now, I don't play Dekker all that much. Dekker is really kind of a support that you need a good team, you know, with decent rotation and just good communication and all. I don't play a whole lot of 5 or even 4 stacks. At most, I usually have 2 other people with me, so I tend to play more of the support one person really well instead of supporting a full team rotation heroes. Now Dekker's ultimate, or her cage, is amazing if you can get some kind of synchronization with your team to go, hey, everybody collapse on this, maybe Steel does an ult, you throw your cage down, Gideon jumps up there, or you know, even someone like Gadget, where you're able to really take advantage of that cage. I found myself using her cage more of an escape or zoning people out instead of actually using it to secure kills when I am in these solo matches. So I just tend not to play it near as much. Dekker's stun is also very difficult to get used to. It's probably the strangest flight path stun in the game. You know, someone like Narbash, you know, they're thunked. You just, a straight line throw it. In Dekker's case, you really have to kind of arc it and know how it's going to act. So you need to play her a little more to really grasp how her stun's going to work. And missing a stun can either, you know, cause a death or, you know, allow an enemy to escape. So, you know, practice makes perfect. If you do like Dekker's kit, you need to spend a little bit of time with her. Most people will not be able to hit these stuns every instance they try to throw one when they're first starting out. Just before 5 minutes, we get our first action in the game, and Severog comes in for a gank. If you see there, I did manage to get a stun on him, but at these lower levels, you know, the stun's a lot shorter than, you know, that full 2 seconds, so it didn't really stop him, and he was able to get that root down. Me and Sparrow both end up getting away fairly healthy. I tried to get over there to secure that gold buff, but fortunately we weren't able to. I missed this stun, and that was just, you know, hey, I threw it horribly. Kwong ends up diving this tower and just takes entirely way too much tower damage. And I'm going to go ahead and chase this kill, hopefully get a stun on him, which I do. I get a couple of pokes on him, and Sparrow was able to jump down and secure this kill, which is great. I would much rather have the ADC get kills more than, you know, a support. But I am very low on mana. We have the offlaner down. It's time to go back, pick up wards, and start working on this Circlet of Health. At about 14 minutes, we head over to mid lane, and we're kind of going to get into an engagement. This is the first time I'm able to actually throw my barrier down, and it ended up really not doing a whole lot. It was really not a good ult on my side, but it did kind of zone people out, so it did its job. Now you have to forgive me because I think I keep calling Kwang, and Wukong. The character names are just killing me right now. But I end up getting a pretty decent stun on Kwang, and we do a lot of damage to him. Unfortunately, FaZe was there to pull him out, and all we did was down a Wraith, but you know, a mid laner is a win every day. Now a few minutes later, we're here mid lane, and Wraith with Kwang are right here middle. I end up going ahead and throwing an ultimate on this Wraith just so we secure this kill. I was kind of worried about him rewinding somebody, so I just wanted to make sure, hey, we get this kill. You know, Steel did a whole lot of damage to him, and we probably would have got him just on his ult and his bull rush, but you know, I want to secure this kill. I know it's a really long cooldown. That might have been a waste of an ult, but securing is way better than, you know, letting him escape when I could have got it. So far, our Sparrow has been fairly aggressive, and we've been pushing to towers. We did end up switching with our Steel, which was done through typing it out. So that's great, but we've had a lot of trouble dealing with this Sparrow FaZe combo just because they are very strong together. And we end up actually going down right here. Well, I did anyways. I was really kind of staying in this fight to just make sure Sparrow lived, and once FaZe ulted, you know, it was kind of game over. Now, I did stun her during her root right there, and I mean, it fully hit her. I'm not sure if that's a bug that she can't be stunned out of that root or not, but you know, that was just kind of an odd thing right there. If you did see, I was starting out behind Sparrow, so I went to the other side to get that ultimate away from our ADC. You know, I could have probably just ran straight back and, you know, escaped, but I wanted to make sure she survived, and she did not turn around to run. She just backpedaled, which everyone should know. You run faster running forwards than you do running backwards. Legacy was different, but it's not the same in Monolith. You do run faster when you turn around than just backpedaling. At 21 minutes, our Steel and Wraith both went down, and they're really pressuring this mid lane. Now, Kwang runs in and starts doing damage on this tower, hopefully going to get it. He ends up standing right in the middle of Wukong's clones, and he just got melted. Now we're going in after this Wraith, but unfortunately he cloaked, and I wasn't going to waste my ult to get him. But this Sparrow did stay in, and with this giant wave of minions going against Wukong, you know, she just got deleted. We did end up, you know, kind of cleaning that up after losing that tower. Unfortunately, we did lose that mid lane tower, but we are able to make a giant counter push and actually get this done. Now, I stayed in under that tower after I stunned FaZe. I was thinking about backing, but if I wanted someone to get that kill and I backed, they would have, you know, started taking aggro. So I went ahead and just backed or stayed in the tower, so I kept it on me. That way Wukong or Sparrow or somebody like that didn't get that aggro. Now I used my cage to defensively get away, and we're able to retreat successfully. Now here at 33 minutes, FaZe and Sparrow are both right here. Now I caged this Sparrow off, and FaZe was able to pull her out. I thought that they had fixed this and made it where, you know, she had more of a solid wall or whatnot, but I'm guessing that FaZe can still pull her out. Now I'm very low, but I don't want to leave. I want to stay in this fight, provide some stuns or some slows, and actually missed this Sparrow stun right here, but we were able to secure that kill. I did kind of get that last hit, which I probably could have let someone else get it, but I end up going down. But a 2-for-1 trade, especially getting an ADC and losing a support, is still a great win. Now after I spawn back in, our Sparrow is right here in this river, and Severog is getting very close to downing her. I'm able to come over here, give her a shield, and I end up stunning this Severog and getting this kill. I do get blinded and rooted, which, you know, hey, we've got our full team right here. I'm not too worried about it. So I did end up getting that Severog kill, which, you know, hey, we took out one of their big tank heroes, and we do end up making some progress right here. Now here at just right at 40 minutes, they were setting up to go for Prime, and unfortunately we did not have enough of a team rotation until it was kind of too late. I did manage to cage them off, but instead of taking advantage of the time to run away, my team kind of stayed in and was trying to poke. But we ended up getting a 4-man wipe right here, and you know, I really thought this was going to be game, but luckily our lanes were pushed up far enough where they had to make a whole lot of progress after picking up this Prime that, you know, they really only got a couple of towers and we were able to come back from this. They did end up downing our mid-inhib a little after that Prime play, and this Sparrow was chasing our Wraith, and our Wraith has, you know, not had a super successful game. He's really still learning this hero, but I was able to kind of delay her long enough for a good team rotation, and we were able to take out their ADC. And at this 43-minute mark, you know, an ADC going down is just really hard on the team. Now, I almost died, but luckily she missed a couple of basic attacks right there, and I ended up surviving. Our Sparrow unfortunately goes down, but hey, we're going to try to make the best of this and see if we can get things, you know, kind of rolling. Just before 50 minutes, we go ahead and we're going to try to make a Prime play right here. Now, we don't have any vision on the enemies, so I know they're about to come. So I go ahead and throw up my Dekker cage, stun this Sparrow, and we're able to secure that Orb Prime before, you know, anything really major happens. I come over here to try to get Sev off of Sparrow, and I don't know how, but I ended up missing that stun. But we did end up securing the Severog and FaZe, and we almost get a team wipe here at this Prime play. And that's really going to be game. We all kind of group up and push mid. I really love the support role, and Dekker, although she's definitely not my favorite support hero, she is really great. If you're with a good, competent team or on comms, you know, she can really make or break a team. I do have my FaZe at Master just because I play solo so much, but to be quite honest, Dekker is definitely a better support than FaZe. It's just, you know, if you are playing solo, Dekker is not near as good as FaZe. If you enjoyed this video, think about subscribing, show me some love, and let me know how I'm doing. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next video.